back to my channel. This is Ange. I am so thrilled that you all decided to tune in today. This is our home series episode 2, right? So following our transformation of the regular Malm that we did last week, this time we will be revealing the upper part of our Malm cupboard. Alright, so what I wanted was to have a sliding palette that we're able to take out like this, slide out, and then on top to have nice compartments to put all my jewelry, my rings, my necklaces, my bracelets, and everything else nicely organized. So how did we make that happen?
It's actually pretty simple. We just got 2 boards that we directly screwed onto the Malm like upper plate, and then got some drawer slides, fully extending ones, so you can also reach things in the back.
That is very important. Do not get halfway sliders, because that's not going to get the whole thing out, because you need it to come out fully.
And then we got a board, like a base board for this, that is the proper size obviously, and then we just screwed everything together. And then, so inside you can already see what's where. We had a glass top made, which was surprisingly cheap. We ordered it online with shipping. It was like 20 bucks or something. And yeah, just put it on top. Here, added a handle, screwed everything together, and now it is what it is.
Absolutely.
But now we're coming back to it.
Yes, we are. And why? Mainly because of something that I wanted to do. First of all, add in a new functionality, which is, you guys briefly saw just now what I did here. This is actually a fingerprint lock. So I think that is really, really cool, and it could come quite handy sometimes when you have lots of valuables in here, you'd like to lock things away. And so we actually attached this already onto the whole thing, and it's working really well. So you see, once it's locked, then you cannot pull this out anymore. However, we then wrapped these beautiful drawers, right, last time, and this is why now that we look at it, it's somewhat not complete, right? So we wanted to give it a more complete look, and that's why hubby came up with the idea this time to finish it up, right?
Yeah, true. And also, just didn't look done yet.
Exactly.
And the fingerprint is actually a little bit questionable, if you can still imagine.
Exactly. So we had to make sure that that is completely solved, and that's why this time we went and got another piece of wood, right? That is the exact size as this front part here, that we will then put right at this front upper part, just to close this part off. So we will be taking this handle out. We will also be temporarily removing the fingerprint lock, and then once everything is done, sealed and closed off, we will reattach the handles and finish up the details again.
And we'll also wrap the board in the same cloth as we wrap the drawer fronts in.
Exactly, because then it is finally a set and it's done.
And for that to be flush with everything in the front, we just have to unscrew everything and put all this a little bit back.
Exactly.
So it still fits.
Yes. So I hope that has inspired you. We will now, I think, just make a small clip of how we did that, small abstracts just for you to be able to see, to imagine what that looks like in steps, and then we will present to you, like last time, the finished product that I'm sure will be absolutely another transformation. And thank you to a couple of subscribers who actually wrote back to me this time, telling me that they think that the idea is just fantastic, and what a transformation from a super simple Malm into this really fully functional and upgraded version. So thank you so much for your comments, and thank you so much for your interaction. That means so much to me, and I can't wait to hear more from you. And please do not forget to take part in the giveaway, because I think it is going to be a fantastic thing if you could also transform your furniture, your cupboard, or your Malm into something exactly like this. Right, I will see you guys next time and stay tuned for our next video. Goodbye! We are currently in the process of disassembling this top part here. As you can see, we've already removed the glass, and very soon we shall also be removing this fingerprint lock, and then somewhat adapting this area here so that this piece of wood could actually come flush onto here so that it could cover everything up. Now you can see that this piece of wood over here, it's actually an old piece of wood that we had on another piece of furniture, but since we're not going to be using that now, we are always thinking of ways to recycle things that we have so that it's also better for the environment, and also the fact that you don't have to go out and buy a special piece of wood and get it cut so that it's in this dimension, but you do have to then do it yourself. But yeah, we do encourage you to reuse things that you already have. So here you can see we have unscrewed everything, and we've also measured exactly where we need this piece of wood to be positioned. And right now we are trying to find the right position for it and then screw it on. Now it really doesn't matter if you do have a bit of, unevenness or a bit of roughness going on the piece of wood, because we will be wrapping it. So from the outside you will not be able to see any of these marks here and the unevenness, or you will not be able to realize that it was actually a piece of wood that had been used. Now, one small tip that I can give you is please do be exact when you do stuff like this. I think Yannick's way of doing things is always to be super detail oriented and also really exact when he does these things, because if you're careful now, you will not be able to make any mistakes later, and everything that he's done up to now fitted extremely well, and we never had problems of something turning out to not fit at the end of the day when you've gone through all this trouble and done all the work. So what are we doing now?
Now we're just drilling a couple holes in the front plate to attach it to the rest of it.
Perfect, let's rock and roll. So what are you doing currently?
I just countersunk it a little bit with a bigger drill so the screws won't stick out when we screw it on. Okay, so we need to transfer the holes for the handles to the front plate. We can't just drill them here because there's no space, so we have this special handy pen that is exactly to do that. To mark the holes, and I just hold it while Angel just marks it, and so we can drill it on the new front plate.
Done! So here are the two holes that I drew just now with that marker pen. I think these pens are an absolute must for tasks like this.
So now we just put the drawer with the face down onto the cloth, cut around it with a little bit of slack so it's all nice and good enough, so we can still wrap around it and staple it so it looks nice from the inside too. Just from all sides, and that's it. Now we're going to staple it onto the wood with our trusted staple gun. And then we are close to done.
Yes, can't wait. We have now stapled both sides of the drawer, and we're moving on to the sides, and then we're already done. Alright, now it's the moment that we've been waiting for. Now look at that, it fitted perfectly. We were able to wrap all sides really well. And finally, it is time to put back the handles again. As you can see, we're just poking a small hole inside the fabric so that we can now attach the handles back in again. Wonderful, now we have secured the handle onto this upper part. can see, we are completely done with the drawer right now. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to demonstrate what it looks like once we put all the compartments for the jewellery back in. This is the second part. Right. So as you can see, just alone with these two already, there's space for everything. So necklaces, bracelets here coming, lots of rings inside. And on this side, we're going to be also putting sunglasses and other accessories as well. And we still have a bit much of an open space over here, which we're also going to customize and do something ourselves. So can't wait for that. Alright, and now the very last compartment is mainly for things like sunglasses and a couple of other accessories. Alright, so you just have to place it firmly. So let me quickly show you the functionalities once again. This drawer up here is completely locked. Fingerprint lock opens. Then we can open up the drawer. I have my jewelry here. I have some watches, sunglasses, compartment for everything. Then once we close that up, it is then completely locked again, cannot be opened. And when you look down, everything is covered beautifully in this really subtle and pretty fabric that we chose. If you guys are wondering how we did all these drawers, please check out episode 1 of our home series.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. See you next week because our next episode will be legendary.
You ready to rock and roll?
No, but I'm not ever prepared.
Okay, doesn't matter even if you're not ready, this is going to be, we're rolling.